Back to real-time watercolor painting. We're attempting to paint this French village, which is the town of Ribeauville in Alsace, an important wine-producing region since the days of the Romans, who bought the first brought the first vine stalks from Italy. How about that for an interesting uh, footnote? Anyway, here's the sky, the beginning of this patchwork of fields, and I'm assuming these are like grapevine things because there's a very fine, lines in these things. And here's the village. We got some of this greenery started there. And this here was supposed to be that, and this is supposed to be this. Trying to do the negative space there. And I guess I'm going to start with the number 6 brush. And, I don't know if it's a great idea, but I'm going to see all these light areas that are all here. And even, this. And I'm just going to try to hit that next just to start getting some definition here. Yesterday we painted just some random rooftops, and except this is supposed to be that. And I really think that once we start putting in some like fine light lines here, that might be a good thing to do now. I don't know. And then we're gonna get these trees here, and hopefully that's gonna be a dramatic element of depth that is going to appear closer. So anyway, um, I had this great color on this one Daniel Smith palette, which is called I forgot what it's called right now. It was called something white. What was it? I can't remember. Anyway, I'll think of it. And what it was a slightly creamy, tiny hint of green, cream white, yellowish white, with a rich thing. And I was gonna try to. I got that color over at work. It's on a different palette, so we're gonna start with some white, and I guess we're gonna. You know what? I think it'd be good to have a clean spot on the palette, which is a rare thing for me, is to actually have a virgin spot on the palette. But I think we're gonna go for it here. This is where the paint's thinnest, so that's gonna be our area. And so we're gonna start with that. I want to take a little bit of this color. I can take a little bit of yellow. And now we want the paint to be a bit thicker. You hit the yellow again. That's way too much yellow. But we need, a pretty respectable amount of paint here. That's looking okay. Let's try that. So here we're going to try this central area, and let's just see what looks good. I can go over top of that, and maybe try right here. See that triangle? And this looks weird right now, but the more planes of color that we can establish, the better. And that looks good. And then here's this house right here, which I suppose was supposed to go right here. Let's just say hi, we're going to be the house. And let's see, here's a light area right there. So I would suppose that this what I was supposed to be. Maybe it's right here. Why don't we try right there? So, it's not really not really perfect, but we now we have like three tones into the building area. And hey, thanks for the comments. Finn does art. Appreciate the visit and the greeting. Wow, look at all those hearts. Much appreciated. And hey, by the way, I'm not saying anybody should do it, but I never got hyped anywhere. I don't know what happens if you hype. I guess it goes on your own page or something. So I could see why you might not want to do that, but whatever. And then how about this one? Do we want even that one in there? I guess why not? It's very close to the edge, and I don't think that that is ever a great idea to have a remarkable high contrast area close to the edge, but I think maybe we can make it fade out down here. And now you see right here is kind of golden yellow. I'm gonna see about getting kind of a golden yellow now. This thing is, I forgot what they call it color, but let's see about that. And yes, that looks kind of like a golden yellow. So let's see where it is. I forgot now. I lost it. My golden yellow. Was it that? I don't know. Let's see. Looks good. And maybe here. And here I think I'm going to add water here and move this golden yellow around a little bit here and there. Okay. Put a little right there. Why not? So we're going places, that's for sure. Now, how about we try to get this color here? You see that, which is, reddish gray with hints of yellow, I guess you could say. So reddish gray. Let's grab some red. And then we were doing gray yesterday, and here it is. And now let's see what happens. We get a reddish gray in our, it looks kind of like reddish gray. Let's see, maybe right here. No, it's not really on the gray. It's not leaning into gray as much as I might have hoped. So here's some straight gray, and then we're gonna mix the paint on top of there. Okay, that's kind of gray. Looks good. Oh, and then this thing. I guess we're gonna try right there. And I'm gonna pick some of this water up. I think right here I'll pick some of that up. That looks good. We're going places here. Can you see the definition coming in for this? I guess that's a church. And down here we got green. Why don't we try to get some green going? And there's a potential that this green is going to smear into our reddish gray, but I don't think that's a bad thing at this stage. We'll see. So, oh, and here's another little steeple. I'm going to make negative space for that other steeple. And this, I like the placement there, but it's a lot of water, so I'm gonna pick up the water now with the brush. And we need to remember that this little triangle right there is the steeple that is right here. And I guess we're gonna just come up here. I don't think the pros would be doing such fine detail at this stage, but since this is watercolor when you don't know what you're doing, but you do it anyway. So that's why we are working on these little details like this. And then see this right here, my big blob here is really not, you know, translating to this group of trees. So I'm just going to try to, put a couple little hints in here to maybe give it some kind of depth to say, hey, we're going to be these trees are okay. And if you don't know what to do, it's always good to just do little dots or splotches. And so that's what I'm doing there. And now I want to get a more profound green. Just have this random green here. Just gonna see about right there. Oh, that's cool. All right, yeah. And right here we could have another. Oh, another one is right next to this steeple. Let's try here. This is gonna be. You see this little thing that sticks out of the steeple. This is possibly going to be the negative space for that steeple. So we get the negative space right. The steeple is just going to, magically appear. And, I don't know if that's a little bit intense, but A, it might dry lighter, and B, we gotta take action here. Let's see if we can get this. This is the other side. Let's see if we can just go there, and that's looking okay. I would kind of like to make it lighter here, just sort of remove, like, sort of just blot it up, leave the stain. Okay, we can see here, this is supposed to be that ledge, and this is the other side ledge. And we have this has to be sort of continuing out to say we are establishing a plane of green, which is, and then up here, I guess this should kind of go up here. So by having the same color here and here, we are saying that this plane of green, which is trees, is a consistent plane that is behind this steeple. If these colors did not match, then when the eye sees an identical color, the eye registers in the brain as the same distance from the viewer. So, uh, like this and this is the same color. So this whole scribble appears the same distance from the viewer. Likewise, up here, all these dots. It does not look like any of these dots are closer to the viewer than the other ones. They're all the same distance away. And so by doing this green here and here, and we're trying to do these, trees that are behind the steeple, we are establishing for the viewer that even though it doesn't look like it's behind, especially, it is the same distance away from the viewer, this and this. So how about that? Thanks for 2 thumbs up. And appreciate all those comments and wow, 2 thumbs up. Okay, so we're really going places here, slow but sure. Anyway, we gotta keep hitting the rooftops. I think with this green, I'm just gonna try and go a little muddy on the green here to uh, mixing the green we just used for the trees. I got some blue over here. And I'm gonna see about making another couple of one of these. Let's see if Let's see if we can go here. And that has this little yellow thing in there. So we're going to say that's the yellow thing. And a point right here. And let's bring this down here. This is, and this is darker than this, which sucks because this should really be lighter than this, but whatever. Let's just keep trying to build that shape. Yeah.
Look, look what I found.
Oh, wow, a bunch of little shells.
I found them in my favorite tree. Oops.
Oh, grab that, would you please? Thank you. All right.
Is anyone living in these?
I hope not.
If you see a crab, just say Rochelle.
Okay. I'm looking if I have a little cup for you. I don't see one. Okay, anyway, where were we? Oh, we are doing this. That looks good. I'm gonna try to take off some of the center and that looks pretty good, right? Okay. I'll try to. This is really taking a long time. Okay. Let's try to get more of these things in there. Like where we have this white space here, we got a tan that leans heavy into gray. So where are we gonna get a tan leans heavy into gray? This is sort of like tan, I guess. And then I don't know, just go right here, grab this. I really gotta find more of that paint right there. It's a little reddish, but we need a contrasting color here. Okay, I'll leave that. That does not really make sense to have that there, but it does make sense to have more, building of these planes. I don't see about right here. Let's try and just put a dotted line here just to kind of say we're in the distance and right. And here would be a good place to have a warm color because this is kind of close. And here I'm gonna try and go with it, make a square right here. And I don't know what the heck that is, but it does sort of echo this, so I guess that's a bit of a okay thing. That looks okay there. Over here I see more houses. I did not see them before. Here's a random house roof color, and let's just plop that in right here. I'm not sure that these having houses out this way is such a great idea. And then while we're at it, why don't we put like this rooftop right here? And now I want to go more red. Same color, add red. I'm gonna try to do like a maybe how about this rooftop right there? This one I'm leaving. It's got that dormer window there. So I'm leaving the white area right there, which is going to be that dormer window. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, and that's I'm gonna actually go right here. Uh, and now uh here's a gray. Let's see about getting a gray. That looks like a gray. Okay. So yeah, yes. I'm doing a live right now. Be there in a minute. Okay, that's okay. This one make it lighter, that one darker, so this one should look like it's coming forward, whereas that one is going back. And we definitely want to have some depth in these buildings here. How about we try to go dark? You see, this here is a dark brown gold, similar colors. This is has a hint of blue, which is an interesting touch. This is actually since it was printed in 1963, it was printed with dots, and each they have it's called a four color separation, and they had I think I don't know what was color. Magneta is one color, and if you look at this with a microscope, you're gonna see nothing but a bunch of dots because that was the printing process in 1963, and Magneta is kind of like purple, I guess, and I forget what the other colors are, but I was just reading about it earlier, and that's why the colors look so weird. In fact, I asked AI, why do the colors look so weird in a 1963 Life? This book is from Life, which is a magazine they had in the 60s, and I guess it started in 1930 something, but 1935. But then, you know, I don't know if it was black and white back in the old days. Then it was, you know, I looked up Kodachrome. I thought that might be Kodachrome film that was actually invented in 1933, but you never really saw color photography back then, did you? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take a break since everyone left, and it's a slow going process here. Uh, it's coming good though. I mean, is anybody feeling the depth and circumstance? I sure am. So I'll see everybody later. We got a big day planned today, and it should be a lot of fun. Okay, bye bye.